Ron Rabenstein from Muncie, Indiana. Actually found it on the internet. My wife was searching through different things and found Joe's Zero Down budgeting website, and thought it was something that would have some more additional information that we didn't have at the time, and we were looking to do real estate. We got started in 2001 with Joe's program. We had been wanting to get into real estate. A few friends or coworkers have a rental here and there, and we'd been trying to investigate the tax sales and the sheriff sales, foreclosures, and just didn't quite have all the steps and puzzle pieces to put together until we came to Joe's program. I believe it was took about 60 to 70 days, I believe, to make the first deal, and we actually made $8,400. So it got our attention right off the bat. I'm going to say that it took 8 hours. It does get faster, yeah, definitely, because you're talking to the buyers and sellers, and putting out signs back then, and even then we used a black and white thing called a newspaper, and so things have gotten changed a lot in those years. Well, because we've progressed up through the years to doing foreclosures, we made 50 grand on one deal, and that's our record so far. We once we got to, I think it was week 13 of Joe's 26-week series, we found out about the foreclosure system, and this was clear back in 02, and we started following it, and he gave us some additional pieces of the puzzle that we didn't quite understand. And once we'd gotten some other deals and cash flowing, then we had a little bit of cash, and you could just go to the foreclosure sale and buy them. And some banks are so big that they just they don't care, and they give a complete discount. And so we just purchase them, and my son and I and some other people fix them up, and we list them, and they sell quickly. I mean, it's progressed up. I would say early on, we went from 2 to 5, and now it's 12 to 15 as I'm doing different parts of Joe's system. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, yeah. We about at least every other month. And a couple years ago, we actually did 2 a month. But it just depends on how much we want to work. Getting a system and putting the system in place, and so it's just like put together a puzzle. You do steps 1, 2, and 3, and then that brings the opportunity for buyers and sellers, and you're just helping meet people's needs, and it's a really fun time. People are happy to get the house, and you've helped them get around the traditional way that some people can't purchase a house. Initially was to leave my job, which I liked but didn't love, and so 2.5 years ago, after 32 years, I did leave that job, and so that was one of the goals we had. Financial freedom to be able to travel whenever we wanted was one of our goals, and we've hit that, and so we're part of the Vacation of the Month Club, and in fact, my wife's leaving on a cruise this afternoon. So those are some of the goals. Some people had, set the goals of, having $1 million. And with Joe's system here, all the houses we've accrued over the last 17 years, we've reached that goal. And so, so I guess I really need to set maybe some new goals. Right now, I'm just enjoying my granddaughter. Well, it's changed our family tree. Able to retire when I was 56, spend time helping my parents. My sons, worked for me for several years now. Not only are we debt-free, my son and daughter-in-law are debt-free, and even my granddaughter invests in houses with her birthday and Christmas money. And so it has tremendously affected our family. Have helped all brothers and sisters and mother-in-law and everybody in our family to buy a house at a reduced price, and helped my aunt or my niece just got into real estate, and she just sold her first house. I personally have not grown in the automation industry since we started so early. That would certainly be a help. And that's why I'm here again this weekend to just see if I can catch a little bit more of that automation and be able to do that. Well, get some of Joe's material and understand the many different ways that you can acquire real estate with zero money down, because he shows you ways to help other people who don't know how to sell their homes, and they're willing to mutually agree to let you help them, and so you don't have to use your money to get started. Having a mentor in life in general is a big help. Having someone who's where you want to get to, and then the way Joe puts together his team of people to where there's other people that you can contact who are in their first 6 months, been in it a year and a half, 3 years, and you can kind of bounce ideas off of different people and their ideas, because Joe shares it all as a group. And I think that's been a great benefit to growing as a person and enjoying the real estate life.